Hello friends, welcome to Physics Live channel. Today we are going to study resolution of vectors. Consider this figure in which a bar is a vector which makes theta 1 with the positive x-axis. So the vector can be resolved by a cos theta 1 I plus a sin theta 1 j. The adjacent side to the angle, that is a cos theta 1. Okay, and opposite side, that is a sin theta 1. Here also theta 4 is the angle with the negative y-axis. So here the resolve the vector by d cos theta 4 and d sin theta 4. Okay. C also, which makes theta 3 with the negative x-axis, which can be resolved by this c cos theta 3, c sin theta 3. Here B can be make negative x-axis theta 2 angle, that is b cos theta 2, b sin theta 2. Okay, here we only considering the adjacent side, that is a cos theta 1 or cos component of the angle, and that other side, that is sin component. Okay, this is the resolution of vectors. Here we have to find the force on Q3. FQ3 can be found by, we know that there is a Q1, Q2, Q3 charges. Q1 and Q2 are distance of d by 2 and z is the distance of Q3 to center point. We have to find the forces. We know that there is positive charges, so like charges repel, so there is a repulsion on Q3 due to Q1. So F1 is direct towards outward. Here also Q2 and Q3 are positive, so the force will direct towards outward. So the force due to Q1 and Q2 are represented by F1 and F2, that is acts outward. But we know that they makes an angle theta, so they can be resolved. Okay, so F1 sin theta, F1 cos theta, F2 cos theta, F2 sin theta. So we have these components of forces, and we have to find total x component and total y component of the force. We just consider theta because we know that same angle with the same side. Okay, here the angle which is opposite to the same side, that is theta. Here also the same side, that means here also theta. So we get the force components as like this. From that we know that Fx is equal to F1 sin theta minus F2 sin theta. The component which is directed towards the right side means positive x-axis, here negative, here also plus y, downward, that is minus y. So the Fx is F1 sin theta minus F2 sin theta, and the Fy, that is y component, that is F1 cos theta plus F2 cos theta. We have to find cos theta and sin theta from the figure. We know that d by 2 is this side and this is z. So this is under root z square plus d square by 4 from the Pythagoras theorem. So from that we know that cos theta is equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse, that is z divided by under root z square plus d square by 4, and sin theta is d by 2 divided by under root z square plus d square by 4. Substitute F1, F2 and sin theta cos theta in Fx and Fy, we get the answer. We know that how to find F1. F1 is the force due to Q1 and Q3. So that is K Q1 Q3 divided by R square, means the distance between the charges, that is under root z square plus d square by 4 all square, that is z square plus d square by 4. So we get that F1 is equal to K Q1 Q3 divided by z square plus d square by 4. F2 is equal to K Q2 Q3 divided by z square plus d square by 4. Sin theta and cos theta like this, and we substituted Fx, that is F1 minus F2 sin theta. Fy is F1 cos theta plus F2 cos theta. From that we get the resultant force F is equal to Fxi plus Fij. Okay. Second question, consider this figure, that is capital Q small q minus capital Q. Here the distance is d by 2, here the distance is d by 2. We have to find the force on small q due to these charges. Okay, so we know that we just copy the figure, and we know that the forces between capital Q and small q, that is repulsion only, because like charges repel. So the repulsion is directed towards upward. Okay, so the F1 is this. We first number the charges 1, 2. So F1 due to the first charge, and they can be resolved like this: F1 sin theta and F1 cos theta. Why? Because we know that d by 2 here, so theta theta opposite angles are same, so here also theta, so F1 cos theta, F1 sin theta. F1 cos theta because adjacent side F1 cos theta, cos component, and here is F1 sin theta. Next we know that we have to find the force due to second charge. You know, the second charge is in a negative charge, so there is a attraction. So attraction means towards that charge, and they can be resolved like this, that is F2 cos theta, here F2 sin theta. So we have Fx component as F2 sin theta plus F1 cos theta. F2 and F1 are same here in the figure. We know that F1 is kq small q divided by r square, and here also F2 is k capital Q small q divided by r square. So F1 equal to F2, that is k small q capital Q. Distance between them, that is here z is the distance, so d by 2 is here, so and z square plus d square by 4 is r square. And Fx is F2 sin theta plus F1 sin theta, so that is 2 into F1 sin theta, and substituted from the figure sin theta, we get the answer of Fx like this. And Fy is, we know that there is an upward component and a downward component, that is F1 cos theta minus F2 cos theta. We know that F1 and F2 are same, so the y component is equal to 0. Okay, this is the force due to the system of charges. Next problem, consider four similar charges kept at the corners of a square of side A as shown. Find the net force on any one charge due to others. We know that in the question they are told about a square. Square means there is a side A and similar charges are placed, that is capital Q is placed. Here we can number charges except the considering charge. We are considering the force here, so charge number, that is 1, 2, 3, and we first found due to first charge F is equal to kq square by a square, because we know that the Coulomb force, that is product of charges and inversely proportional square of distance, that is kq square by a square. And due to third charge, that is also repulsion, so kq square by a square, so the direction is like this, here also repulsion. And due to second charge, there is a force, that is F2. What is the distance between them? It is found by Pythagoras theorem, k a square plus a square, that is hypotenuse square, that is 2a square, so the side is rooted to a. From that F2 is equal to kq square by 2a square. So we have three forces in the point. So what is the resultant of this? That is the force on this charge. So we know that forces which are at an angle of 90 degree and they are same means the resultant force, that is rooted to F. Okay, and the other forces F2's angle is like this, and the resultant of F1 and F3 also in the same direction of F2. So they can be added, that is the answer is rooted to kq square by a square plus kq square by 2a square. Okay, what is the F1 and F2 are 90 degree means rooted to F. This is here we have to study the important note, that is F1 and F2, two forces which are at an angle of theta, means the resultant force which makes F1 plus F2. What is the modulus of that? Is under root F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. If angle is equal to 0 means cos there is 1, so that is F1 plus F2, that is equal to 2F when F1 is equal to F2. That is force are same, angle is equal to 0 means they can be added. Okay. If angle is equal to 60, the forces are same, then F is equal to root 3F by substituting these equations. Angle is equal to 90, resultant force that is equal to root 2F. angle is equal to 120, f is equal to f only. Okay, so we have to study these equations. So from here we know that the angles are 90 degree between f1 and f3. So resultant, that is root 2 to f. So kk square by a square into root 2 as the answer of f13. Thank you for watching.